In this video, I'm going to show you step by step on how to change the idler pulley and tensioner in your Chrysler 200. Now this one happens to have a V6 in it, and we have that squeaky belt noise. Diagnosed it down to the pulley bearing. So since this car has about 100,000 miles on it, we're going to change this whole entire assembly. You can get this separate from the tensioner, but we're going to go ahead and put the whole thing on. So let's get started. So this is the part number and the brand I'm using. I'll put a link in the description down below. You can buy this off Amazon and have it show up at your doorstep in 1 to 2 days. We're going to need to jack up the passenger side of the car. You can't change this from the top. We need to go in through the side. We're going to be removing the passenger side wheel. You're going to need a 19mm socket. Go ahead, loosen up all the lug nuts and remove the wheel. And just for even more added safety, I like to put the front tire underneath the front of the car. Make sure you have a jack stand, and you have the wheel under the car. Now if anything happens, you basically have 3 safety devices holding the car up. Now if you'll see this brake line right here, if you look right behind it where my finger is, there's a bolt right there. You need a 10mm socket and remove that bolt. Slide down, and I'm going to grab a bungee cord and kind of pull this out of the way. You don't have to remove this whole thing though. And then you're going to have one of those little pop rivet fasteners right there. Go ahead and pop that out, and then that whole shield, I can just pull that down with a bungee cord and hold it out of my way. So I've got a bungee cord kind of pulling that shield down and out of the way. If you come in here and look, the idler pulley is right there. Now you're going to need a 3/8 ratchet. Put it into that 3/8 hole in the idler tensioner, and then you're just going to lift up, and that's going to loosen tension on the belt, and then you can slide the belt off. So if you just lift up, see how that loosens tension as you lift up. Now you just need to slide the belt off one of the pulleys. So you don't need to remove the whole belt. I just got it kind of loosely hanging here. And then we're going to go ahead and remove the tensioner. You're going to need a 16mm socket. I'm using a long socket so it gets my ratchet kind of out of the way a little bit. And these aren't very tight. Should loosen up pretty easy. If you get it pretty loose with the socket, you can just use your fingers to spin this out. And this will pull straight off. Now you just want to double check that your new part looks like the old part. A little bit different design. You just want to make sure this kind of tab is in the same location. So before we install this, I'm just going to put a little touch of blue thread locker on the end of these threads. If you take a look inside here, there's a little slot in the side of that housing. And that's just where this little tab right here is going to fit into. Go ahead and put that in place. I just kind of like to feel that so I know that it's in place. I don't just start putting the bolt in and rotate it. I like to get a feel that that's in that groove. Now we can insert our bolt. Now I just have the bolt snug. I just want to give a little test to make sure everything kind of seems like it's working appropriately. I'm going to go ahead and torque this to 20 foot-pounds. You don't need this bolt to be very tight. All right, so now you want to get your belt routed around all the pulleys and around the idler, around the power steering, around the alternator, and then you're going to be putting it around this large pulley last. So I just kind of get it like that, and then we're going to go ahead and take off all the tension on the idler pulley, and at the same time you're going to put this belt around this last pulley. If you just take all the tension off, the belt is probably going to fall off a pulley or two. You kind of want to do it at the exact same time. Take tension off and put belt on at the same time. Having a long ratchet really helps with some leverage. So now you want to look up inside there really good and make sure the belt is in all of the grooves and that you're not off by like one rib. And then we're going to go ahead and just turn the crank a little bit. I'm not going to start the car, just turn it over a hair. Now just double check that the belt looks like it's on all the ribs and it's not hanging off on one side or the other on any pulley. Now I'm going to go ahead and start the car and keep an eye on the belt. I want to watch it, make sure everything looks good. I'm going to do this now before we cover this all up, put the wheel on. Looks good. I'm going to go ahead and unhook that bungee cord and reattach that inner panel. Go ahead and tighten up that 10mm bolt and then reinstall that pop fastener if you took that out. Now we can put the wheel back on. Now we need to torque our lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds. And that's it, guys. That's all there is to it. If you've never done one of these before, give yourself about an hour. I'll put links in the description down below on everything I used. You can buy it off Amazon, have it show up in your doorstep in just 1 to 2 days. It is helpful to have a little bit longer than average ratchet to give you that leverage. That new tensioner is going to have a lot more tension than your old one. Hope you guys enjoyed this step-by-step video, and thanks for watching.